Hi, I'm Justin Reasons of the Hot Seat, and today's guest is Dan Jaggers and Logan Roberts of Sounds Like a Lawsuit. These are some good friends of mine, and how y'all feel with Spicy? Y'all good?
I'm not too great with Spicy, but we're gonna figure out how this goes.
I'm confident, but I'm worried my confidence is actually like arrogance going to my head, and I'm gonna punish myself right now.
I am really good with hot, but I'm still gonna probably cry, so it's
Fair
okay.
enough. Oh no, tears, dude. Frank's red. Tears.
As long as I'm with my brothers here.
It's always the same reaction, but I can deal with it as it gets higher.
All right.
As long as I'm with my brothers here, it's gonna be tears of joy.
Yeah, tears of joy.
So
Yeah.
get a little tap action here, boys. I mean, I'm not drinking beer the other night, but I might a little bit. All right, we'll start on the left one. This one's actually called Scotch Bonnet Caribbean Pepper Sauce.
Alrighty, let's
A little
go.
pepper sauce.
Let's go. We're starting it off, boys.
And like we said, dude, we're finishing everything.
Well,
We go through it all.
Oh, dude, I'm dipping on tacos. Okay. It's got a good flavor to it. That's good.
Yeah, I love it. It's really good on seafood too, actually.
I can see that.
So, first question for you guys, easy. How it sounds like a lawsuit start.
That's on him.
Back when I was in high school, I met a guy. My high school, his name was Adam Marks, and it was in like one of those like resource areas where you can do whatever you want. And one of the days, they were like, draw a picture of things you like. And I looked over at this dude's page. He drew a picture of a cookie, a chicken wing, and a skateboard. And I was like, this guy's got to be my friend.
That's some cool stuff. I like that.
I
I
was
like
like,
those things too.
I really
Yeah.
like what you drew. And he was like, oh, cool. You want to go to the skate park? I was like, yeah. But I didn't go to the skate park with him. But like one of the times I was at the skate park, he was at the skate park. And then became friends, and he was like, yeah, I play drums. And I was like, oh, that's very important. Why don't you play some drums for me over the phone? So like, he set his phone on like the lowest tom that he had, and just like played the drums on the phone. And I was like, oh yeah, I got a guitar. And I was like playing guitar on the phone. He's like, we should just do this in person.
That's the weirdest way you could have done that.
Yeah, it
You
was.
ever seen the movie, like, I think it was like The Rocker with like Rainn Wilson? And like they're all like streaming live like each other. That's basically what that reminded me of right there. But, yeah,
Jamming on
So
Google Hangouts.
we got together.
basically.
Then I had another friend at the time that, still my friend till this day. It's Matt Hurd, and he was our bass player when we originally started. So we had a guitar player, bass player, drummer. And when we first started playing, dude, we were trying to play like post punk, like kind of like pop type, like Block Party,
Okay.
like bands like that. That's what we were going for, and it worked out well. Like it sounded good, but I always wanted to play metal. And Matt was a big metalhead too, our bass player. We were like, dude, we're gonna play metal. And he was like, oh, well, I have to buy a double bass pedal. And like, he's like, he drove a Trans Am, a nice Trans Am, like 1970
Okay.
Trans Am.
Like Smoking Bandit type
Yeah,
stuff.
like big blue Firebird on the front of it. Like, beautiful car. I mean, we rode around with it many times, just did our thing. And,
Firebirds, so makes that point.
dude, he sold that thing and got a drum set.
I don't know if I do that, but I did sell mine for pretty fucking cheap because I couldn't afford to drive it to Louisville.
And after that, that's when like really it became like a very serious thing, because like he sold his car
Yeah,
to get a better drum set to play metal.
that's pretty awesome.
So we became like serious, very serious on like we want to be a band. And then it just took forever.
I've been there. You've seen many variations of my band as well, so it takes a lot. You can change a lot, and just just gotta roll the punch, keep going.
Always.
When did you join the band?
about 3 years ago now. So I'd say January 2017.
Okay.
Yeah, January 2017. I was working at GameStop, and another guy there. I hadn't played in a band like seriously. I'd done like fill-in spots, or like I played in one band, but it was like classic rock stuff, and I didn't really enjoy it too much. I was into metal, but I was playing stuff that wasn't metal. A guy named Chris hit me up and was like, "Hey, my buddy's in this band called Sounds Like a Lawsuit, and they need a bass player. You were mentioning that you played bass." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'm down to give anything a try. I haven't taken this too seriously, so let's see what we got." So nothing happened for a while, and then eventually Dan, Tyler, our former guitar player, and their buddy Derek showed up at my job at GameStop. Like, it's the second I got off, and they had been at Old Chicago across the street just getting blitzed. And they walk in, and I'm like, I don't know who they are, because I hadn't met them yet, but I'm like, those guys are really drunk walking in to GameStop right now.
I know.
It's a good thing I'm off the clock.
I don't know which GameStop you worked at.
Yeah.
Around Westport?
Yeah, around Westport Road. And Dan instantly walks up to me, doesn't even know I'm like the bass player that they're gonna try out, or like thinking about trying out. He's like, "Dude, tell me about Tomb Raider, bro." And I'm not gonna lie, I've never played Tomb Raider, so I just like fed him some bull crap. and he's just digging it. And
Such a
then,
great
I
relationship.
own Tomb Raider.
yeah. And Tyler was like, "Dude, this is the bass player." And eventually I got over to a practice. I was 19 at the time, so they were a little hesitant. But
For those who don't know, he's a lot younger than his beard looks.
yeah, I'm 22, so
I still don't believe it.
I know.
Like, you're like my age,
Dude,
his age.
you shave it off, 12.
Same.
I look 12.
So
Yeah.
I get Carter
Um,
shaved.
But yeah, I came over to a practice and I jammed with them, and they all looked at each other and were like, "Yeah, that's gonna work."
Yeah, I was the hardest one to sell on that too, dude. Like, I was so far beyond, because we had an experience with a previous member that was underage, and it ended up biting
Yeah,
me.
they were worried about not being able to play shows because most of the places we end up playing are 21.
It was a lot harder back in the day.
Oh,
yeah.
And that wasn't even like the main thing to me. It was just like it was a maturity level and like a dedication issue.
Yeah.
Because like people that are younger, they don't understand like why it's important to do this now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I always felt like, I mean, since you joined until this day, you've always had the drive of being someone who's not just in it for a temporary, like you want to see it through.
Oh, dude, yeah.
And I'm
That's
really
good.
super happy that I didn't, because there was like a big thing in my head, a big red flag that was like, no, like I need to throw a big no down on this. But then your talent on that definitely outshone everything that, all of my doubts. I was like, dude, this guy's insane.
Well, we're glad you're here because I enjoyed hanging out with you
Dude,
guys.
I enjoy hanging out with you too, man.
Y'all ready for the next taco?
Oh, I've been craving it. I really want to eat another taco.
Dude, this
Alright.
one smells the best.
Yeah.
Out
This
of
is
my
a
opinion.
Fiesta Caliente. They actually get this one at mine. This is the only one I can get.
Oh,
Kentucky.
nice.
Oh, word.
Other than that, the rest of them I gotta go always the same.
What's the Scoville rating on this? Do you
This
know?
one, I don't know this one actually, but it's about kind of somewhere on the same level as that one.
Okay. Do you know anything about like what peppers or like stuff they put in it? Like
This one, I'm actually not sure because I haven't really messed with it much. I'm actually trying to do something different. But yeah, it's pretty good. So I'll probably put that in the description a little later.
I'm going with the folding tuck. And devour.
Definitely smoky.
I love smoky sauces, man. It's one of my favorite things to eat.
Not too hot for y'all yet?
I'm not even feeling it.
Good.
Yeah, I'm fine.
We're probably gonna go out a little hard for it. But it's okay. There will be a surprise for, well, not really a surprise for him, but for you all.
that was really tasty. I really like that.
Definitely grub tacos.
How you doing? Feeling good? Not yet. Chew. Chew. Swallow before you speak.
So, next question.
I was really scared
Yeah.
what was going to happen, so I just shoved the whole taco in my mouth.
And so you're just
Just get it over. Get it over with.
And I realized, like, you know, to me that's hot.
Yeah.
No lie, like, I'm definitely feeling it. I like it. The flavor on that though is so far my favorite.
It's got good flavor.
Yeah.
That tastes
I need that one,
amazing.
right?
It's so much I had to buy a couple bottles of it.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Dude,
good.
you said it's at Meyer. I'm gonna have to hit up Meyer.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about buying
They
that.
have a few of their other ones there too as well, I think. I'm not really sure actually on that one. But I know that their brand is there.
I can totally get that.
I'd really like to throw some of that like on a slow cooker, like a bunch of chicken, and like just eat it. But I mean, in my opinion, it's hot.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel like a little flush to my face.
Nice.
Getting a nice.
That's when I started like really just start enjoying it. It's like
Yeah.
I feel a little bit burned, but not like a lot. So let's go. The next question will probably be like, so what's some of the craziest stuff y'all have seen at shows while performing and just going to shows?
I saw a guy going to the pit with a metal trash can, like one of the ones you'd see in a wrestling match,
Yeah.
like in WWE. And I was like, dude, where did you find a metal trash can in this day and age? Like, you don't see those, you know? But I guess the venue had it. Dude was just like flailing wildly with it. Our shows are pretty crazy. We see some crazy stuff with those.
Yeah.
You got Ben showing up in his chicken suit. We like to throw pillow fights at our shows. Harlan, our singer, up on top of a bar in a prom dress, you know, just rocking out.
I think that's one of my favorite shows we played together.
Oh, Taproot Prom when we played with you all.
One of our favorite shows.
Oh,
Yeah.
because the place was packed because it was Taproot Prom.
Yep.
People were feeling it, even though it was metal. They were just down to party. That was great. We all showed up in suits. We wore suits for that gig. That was dope.
And
was
you were
an
still
excellent
underage.
I was still underage, and they didn't card me. I'm sorry, Taproot. I was underage. I didn't drink.
Yeah, but I remember you freaking like, oh, they're gonna card me.
Yeah, because they carded you.
I don't know, I had a really big beard.
Yeah.
I think. I looked very
No,
lumberjack.
the thing is, I walked up to the front too after I had left, and so all my gear was inside. I'd already been inside. I walked up to the front. Security dude pulls out his flashlight and he's like, "Hey man," gets his flashlight halfway up to like my face, and then he just goes, "Ah, never mind." And I was like, "Oh,
You got lucky.
oh,
You got very lucky.
dude, my heart was in my mouth, bro. It was bad." Yeah, I got really lucky there.
Dude, craziest thing I ever saw at a show was by far a dude named Mike Funky. He's a drummer. I hate that his band name is escaping me right now. The Empty Room. That's it. He's a drummer for the Empty Room, and he came because he was really good friends with our bass player at the time, Matt Hurt. And he came to one of our shows. It was at the Vernon Club.
Old
down-
Burn Club.
Yeah, down below like this bowling alley. Like you could literally hear the bowling balls go above your head.
Yeah, that was nice.
So it's like this giant like post, like just solid metal posts that are holding this place up. And you know, I'm talking to him because you know my homie brought him. So I'm like, yeah, I want to make friends with him because he's friends with one of my friends. So we're talking or whatever. You know, we become pretty cool. Everything's going great. We're having a good night. And then I go on stage. And I don't know about you. Like for me, like when I go on stage, it's almost like a blink. It's like a blink in time of just like
Yeah.
I go up there and I feel real good, and then it's over.
It's
and then
almost
now
an
I'm
out-of-body experience.
Yeah.
and then now I'm back to like me.
The more comfortable I am with the songs I play, like if you play them for a while, the more I'm just kind of autopilot most of the time and just kind of like just ride the fun and it's over. But a lot of the newer stuff we're playing live is like I actually have to concentrate more, so it's like okay.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I'm always very focused. I don't feel the same autopilot thing. Like to me, like I'm always like I'm in the moment. Like I'm just so sucked in. Like I'm having fun with the crowd. I'm having fun with myself, and I feel like I'm in a place that I cannot be other than for a very short amount of time. So I try to enjoy it the most I can.
I mean, it's what you're supposed to.
Oh yeah.
But that
Dude, it's
time, I think what I mean by that is that time goes by very fast.
That's
like
the best 30 minutes of your life.
yeah, it's just like I got on stage. Next thing you know, it's your last song, and you made a couple of mistakes, and you're like, man, like I just really have to like I want to do like I gotta finish it. Like I want to do good. Hopefully, you know, and then it's going again, and you're like, man, like I don't have time to catch up mentally to any of this. What's going on? So I get off stage, and I really want to know what Mike thinks about our set because he's a fellow musician.
Yeah.
And I see him outside. I'm like, hey, Mike, like, what'd you think about our set? And he's like, when do y'all go on? And I was like, we just played. He's like, oh, cool. Cool, but like, when do you guys go on? I was like, dude, we just played. He was like, okay, cool, that's it was great. Like, when do you guys, like, go on? I was like, I look over at my buddy Matt. My buddy Matt's like, dude, like, don't try. Like, this is not good. And so I guess, like, during our set, the mosh pit got so crazy that he got pushed into, like, the metal beam, like one of the metal beams that was holding the place up. Ooh. Hit his head real hard, and like ended up having like a severe concussion. My buddy Matt actually drove him to the hospital, so he missed like the last 2 or 3 bands that played that night because he drove him to the hospital, and he had like a severe concussion. He couldn't remember where he worked, or like, so he couldn't remember like a lot of stuff. But he ended up being fine, which is like I'm super thankful for. Well, since he wasn't fine, like I would actually feel guilty, even though I shouldn't. Because I wasn't like someone in the pit that was doing that. And then like that goes for anybody in the pit, dude. Like if y'all are out there to like mess somebody up, just please don't even get in it. That's not what it's there for.
Yeah, just pick up your brothers, have fun, be a little push posh, do your slam dance. I don't care. Just
do whatever you do. Don't intentionally hurt anybody, because some bad things can happen with like heavy physical contact. And just know, like, it doesn't matter how big you are, how small you are, you can cause some serious damage. So just please be considerate of, you know, your fellow brothers and sisters that are in there trying to just have a good time. And that's where he was there, and I really felt bad that night. But to answer your question, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen. Is this dude could not. I literally came off stage to ask him his opinion, and he could not even remember that we just played.
Damn.
I feel like that answer, like that question's not fully answered if we don't say Belushi Speedball, because every show I'm like, wow. If you don't know who they are, type in on Google Belushi Speedball and be pleased at what you see.
We share a drummer. My drummer, he's a very mounted guy, and he plays some crazy shit.
He's the best drummer in the world.
Crazy shit's a good way to say it.
I can't go see him live again, honestly.
Best drummer in the world. Don't they have a song called "The Best Drummer in the World"? Daniel Neal.
They do have that song, but he's not allowed to play it. Like they.
That's right.
They got they have another drummer and have him play it.
Glorious.
Yes, it's so amazing. Like those guys. I have to admit, like out of the whole Louisville scene, if you're looking for an act or a show. If you're looking for a show and entertainment, dude, like those are the guys to see.
It's different every time you see him too. It's
yes, it's amazing.
Y'all ready for this last one?
I am not.
Desperately want to eat another taco.
This is the Gator sauce. It's got Pepper X. I know this for sure. It is the Last Dab's big brother.
See, the worst thing about this is I'm going from like not feeling it, because like normally like you get the workup. This one I feel like it's just gonna hit me hard.
It's like you got like a little slight ramp and go straight up.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna hit.
It looks like I probably just did a little this, but
Canceled, bro.
Canceled. Second show.
You are banned from the Louisville scene.
How bad is he gonna hurt me?
Dude, let's just dive into it.
This will probably be your best friend.
It's got good taste.
It does have good flavor.
Oh man.
All right. Uh-oh.
You alright?
Okay.
Fucks you a little bit?
It's heating up a little bit. It's got that slow, like, rise in temperature. I'm feeling it.
I know Pepper X is the main one there, but there might be ghost peppers in there too. My old ass can't read at all. You youngins.
Yeah, let's see what we have. Pepper X, pepper mash. That's the cadence on that was weird. Pepper X, pepper mash.
Yeah.
Which is chili peppers and vinegar. Yellow super hot pepper mash. There's chili peppers and vinegar, of course. Distilled vinegar and then pepper powder. So a lot of pepper. A lot of Peter Piper, pickled pepper. Basically hot.
Would you like some milk, Dan? Water?
No.
He's powering through.
You're a champ, man. I'll tell you that one. I will have my milk because I am a little bit of a bitch, but I know my limits.
I have a beer though, right?
That's true. You gotta
I think I'm doing good.
You're pretty good.
I think I'm solid.
So,
Dude, if you take milk and I don't, I'm gonna be disappointed. You don't even look like you need it.
you look pretty good, actually.
I'm feeling pretty good. I told you.
I'm really
I was confident.
I'm really proud of you, actually, on this one. So, what age did y'all start playing your instruments?
Oh, that's a hard question. So, I bought a bass like 9 years ago,
Okay.
but I never really tried to learn it, too much. Up until probably 5 years ago, I never cared to get better. And then I went to a session. I wouldn't call it a session. I went to a practice of guys trying to play covers of thrash metal and stuff. And at the time, I was in that bass player mindset. Since I owned a bass, I was like, no pick, only fingers. Let's go. If you're not playing finger picking, you're not a bass player. So they wanted to play some instantly when I showed up. They're like, all right, dude, you're gonna jam with us for a while because we don't have a bass player. Let's do some Slayer covers and some fast Metallica stuff. And I was like, oh man, I don't know how to play. So I beat the crap out of my fingers for a while, and all of a sudden, I could play bass. I just went right into it. I was fast, I was accurate. So 2015 is when I started playing, and then from there, I actually learned how to play my instrument. But yeah, I bought an instrument and I never really tried. Way when I was really young, as a kid, I had a guitar. I was too ADD to learn how to play it. But eventually, I really didn't start learning how to play guitar until a couple years before I joined Sounds Like a Lawsuit.
My first year of guitar was nothing but ADD, just slamming in the strings.
Yeah.
Very Belushi-esque.
Dude, and you're so bad for the first year too. There's a whole year of you just being god awful,
Yep.
and then you become all right, and you build from there.
What I really learned was I was in high school. Oh, it's fun more.
Yeah, I like it.
That's what I was about to say, because I was like,
Guitar, first started playing in high school.
High school, it was really different because me and Patrick, we hung out all the time.
Yeah.
And I'd stay at his grandpa's house with him all summer long and just live there.
Yeah.
And we'd spend, 12, 15 hours a day just playing shitty ass music.
Oh.
But we did better.
No.
You want more beer?
No, I told you I wasn't doing well. I'll
I got your beer.
Alright. That's all I know.
when I was young, I always wanted to play the drums. And the first CD that I ever got was Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Nice.
And
I thought your first CD was Hybrid Theory.
no, that's the first CD I bought with my own money.
Okay.
I mowed the grass for that. The first CD I ever got as a gift was Casey and the Sunshine Band because that's what I wanted. I was a kid, man. I was a little kid. And I always wanted to play the drums, and I would sit there and my mom would get out pots and pans, and she would cover up with 3 blankets. And I could beat on them. So it was very quiet. Wasn't ever allowed to have a drum set. So I was I want a drum set for Christmas. And they were like, oh, okay. And then for Christmas, I opened up a guitar. And it's got the practice amp, the guitar, chords, everything I need, picks, and then also lessons. I have a certificate in this.
The whole book of it?
Yeah, a year of lessons. From an instructor.
Nice.
So I went and took lessons from the instructor. His name was John Gonzalez. He was fucking awesome. I love that guy. He will always be awesome in my heart. That guy really went through a lot because I had a lot of learning disabilities, and he just stuck with it, dude. He was he wanted to teach me. I was in his shop every day, and I played all of his guitars, pedals. He let me mess with everything, dude. That guy was a god.
I love just being around a lot of pedals, being able to mess with them all, just goof off and find a sound I really want to mess with.
Oh yeah.
And at that point in time, I wasn't even there to even mess with the sound that I wanted. I was just able to play, and have a good time with music for no cost.
That's
at someone's shop that I was at every day. and once a week I had lessons with him. So I was learning, I was getting better. And eventually he told me, he's like, dude, I want you to go learn from this other guy. Like, you need to go past me. I want you to learn from John Grammer. John Grammer was for 10 years my guitar teacher. Insanely talented. He played for the Louisville Orchestra. Really, really talented musician. And me and him became like really good friends throughout all of that. You know, just years, like almost a decade of lessons from him. And I just got to a point where I was like, dude, I really feel like I know what I'm doing, and I feel like I'm at a point now where I can write what I want to write. That's where I always wanted to be, and that's how I ended up playing guitar. And John Grammer and John Gonzalez, both of them, dude, like, I just want to give a cheers to them. Because those guys,
Cheers
without
to
them,
the mentors, bro.
I would never be who I am. I would never have the confidence I had.
Dude, it's so funny on that you had like those inspirations, because in terms of like guitar, like not based on guitar playing, like I have learned so much from you, like since I joined the band. Like I hadn't written like a song for myself until I joined this band and started jamming with you all. Like my guitar playing has grown so much from learning like your techniques and learning what you do and stuff, that it's like really given me the ability to write on my own and like write songs for us.
Yeah, dude, I mean, like,
It's crazy how it like passes on like that, man.
I was with Patrick when he got his first bass, and he's, you know, basically, I showed him like the basics. The basics of bass. Haha. Dad joke. Yeah. Gotta do him. Anyways.
I like that.
And then he basically just kind of, I'm getting some looks from the bassist back there.
She's like, oh no, it's okay, it's a good one. It's a good bass joke.
She hates my dad. And then he, I watched him grow the years. It was nice. But it's time for you to die.
Dude, I'm ready. Like,
after that,
I was expecting like to get messed up. I
like,
need it now.
I'm messed up.
I'm glad I asked for this.
And
This one messed me all the way
Yeah,
up.
he presses again. All right.
we are about to do the last one for Logan because he's been begging me for a long time to try this nasty ass sauce called the bomb. You may have seen it on Hot Ones. It is as bad as they say it is on the show. And
Oh, the burp was so spicy. Oh my god.
Let's go, dude.
You were crazy.
Is this viscous? Is it like thick when it comes out?
I don't remember, honestly.
You don't. Oh.
Oh.
God, that's too much.
Oh. Uh-oh.
All right,
You guys sounded scared about that.
here's some napkins.
Hold
There's
on.
your milk.
Let's shake that a little bit. It's all like, I have to put it on my finger to spread it.
All right, show the
Just
camera
please
too.
don't touch the.
All right, it's in
Don't
there.
touch your eyes or anything.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I've learned my lesson. All right, we're just going in. Fuck it.
Logan Roberts, everybody. But while he's dying, would you like to explain your whole situation now?
Make it quick.
Oh yeah, we are looking for a new guitar player for Sounds Like a Lawsuit right now. I don't even talk much about Sounds Like a Lawsuit, but we're really to consider ourselves a versatile band that has a lot going on, and then also if you as a guitar player have a lot to offer, that's also something we're looking for. But the main thing we're looking for right now is dependability. Can you be there once a week, 5 to 6 hours, ready to dedicate yourself to something, and just be ready. You know, like that's what we're looking for. Someone that's ready. Like ready is a very good word. Like, are you ready to take this? Are you ready to release an album? Are you ready to be the musician that you want to be and play what you want to play? Then we're the people that you want to join, because we're open to everything.
I don't think Logan was here, honestly. He's taking away
It's
there.
building up quick though.
Dude,
This is the worst you've looked the whole time.
Yeah.
We were cussing. Well, we did just straight to that. We didn't do any like saucy before.
Yeah.
Like, I think that little build up kind of helped you a little bit. Anyways.
He looks fine to me, dude. I've seen him worse on some B-dubs before.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's,
Y'all can't see on camera.
It's creeping up though.
Y'all can't see on camera, but Caitlin's like, what the fuck?
He's good in there for sure.
Anyways, thank you all for being part of this. Check out Sounds Like a Lawsuit on Facebook and Spotify and every other media outlet you can think of, Apple, you name it. I'll have links in the description. Please like and subscribe.
And $10 donations, you can lick the snot off my mustache.